demonstrate how to put up one of our large dome tents. We're going to start, all of our dome tents are always rolled up, and they're always going to be rolled up in a particular direction and unrolled a certain way. When we unroll tents, all the tents that we unroll will be unrolled in the same direction. So in this case, we're going to be unrolling it towards the camera. If we were setting up additional tents, we'd do the same thing there. So we'll unroll it. We'll have our tent fly and the tent poles on top. We're going to take those off. We're going to set them off to the side here. And then I'm going to take our tent stakes, set those off right here. And then Jimmy and I are going to end up unfolding the tent. You can take that side, I guess. And grab the corner of the tent. Pull it. Now you'll notice when we unrolled it this direction, and now we have the doors that are right here. So the doors are always the direction of the roll, or how it's unrolled. We have a door on this side, and we have another door on that side. I'll let you actually go around to the other side. Next, we're going to go ahead and put our tent poles in. There's one for Jimmy, one for me. You can do these a couple ways. I like to assemble mine a little bit and then start putting it in. You want to put it into this sleeve right here, and it's going to slide all the way through. You want to be careful. If it gets caught snugs, just kind of pull it back a little bit, readjust a little. You don't want to force it, otherwise you'll create a hole. There we go. And then I'm just assembling it as I put it in. Jimmy took a different approach. He assembled the entire pole, and now he's going to insert that pole in. You might need to work together with the other person when you're putting both poles in, just to make sure you're not holding it up or making it more difficult. Sometimes you can even help the other person out. Now, as we put these in, Jimmy, what you want to do is you want to slide it in so it goes just past the corner. So if we look at that corner down there, we want to have that pole go just past the corner. The reason why is that next we're going to come around and we're going to put the tent pole in this far corner, and we want it to kind of stay on there. So I'm going to push kind of this way to make sure that this has pressure this way. Yep. Next, we're going to come back to the other side. We're going to take our tent poles. We're going to put a little bit of pressure, so I'm going to push towards that corner. That way it stays in that hole. I'm going to step on this end, and then, you ready, Jimmy?
Yeah. All right. Grab this sleeve.
Yep. And then we're going to push the pole as well as we pull the sleeve, and the tent's just going to pop up. Then we'll put this end, the pole, in the grommet right here. Got it there. Now while I'm down here, I'm going to snap this clip on. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're each going to take a fly pole. We'll assemble it. A lot of times you can just jiggle it. When it's up and down, it'll go partially together. Then in my right hand, and Jimmy's doing the same thing, I'm going to take this end, just going to push in, it's just going to snap on there. Then I'm going to hand it down to him. He's handing his to me. I'll let go of that one. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Next, I'm going to move to my left, and I'm going to get this clip. There we go. Now we'll come back over to the other side, and we're going to grab our fly. Fly's been folded in half, so I'm going to unfold that. Now, we need to fasten these clips next. You'll see that this strap here is black, and the strap over by Jimmy is orange. So, on this fly, Jimmy's going to look for an orange strap, and I'm going to look for a black one. He's got his orange. I should be able to follow the same strip and edge to find my black one. I'm going to snap mine in. There we go. Jimmy snapped his in. Now I'm just going to work my way up the fly. Zipper the door. And right above that, I'm looking for this first clip. Right here. There will be another clip farther to the right here, but I want the first clip that I find. Come up over the top. I'm just gonna put that right over that. Jimmy's got his. Now I'm gonna reach to my right. I'm gonna grab that second clip. Bring that over. Clip that in. Then I'm gonna reach to my right. Grab this strap. Bring it down. And snap that in. Now we've got our tent assembled. Next, we're gonna put our stakes in. Normally, we're gonna have 3 stakes on each side, unless it's a windy day and we're expecting storms. And we'll stake down opposite corners. So we're not gonna stake down this orange one. We're just gonna stake down mine here, which is this black one. When I put the stake in, I wanna angle it away from the tent. And I can either use a hammer. If the ground is soft enough, I can use my foot. I'm gonna push it in so we can see it's angled that direction, and the tent pole is angled this direction. We wanna leave it so that it's a few inches out of the ground, which will make it easier for when we're taking the tents down. We can just grab it and pull it out. So that's the first stake. Jimmy's doing his corner over there. Then I'm gonna do this part of the fly in the door. I wanna get the part with this orange flap. I'm gonna pull it so it's just a little bit snug, but not too snug. Do the same thing here. And here I might need a hammer, but we'll see. Oh, looks like I can get it in there. All right. Then I'm gonna come over here, get this other one. I'm gonna pull this a little bit snug so it's nice and not too tight, but snug, and the same thing here. And then my foot there. Next, Jimmy did the same thing on the other side. We're gonna unzip the door, the outside door. I'm just gonna quickly kind of roll this up. And there's a little strap here, little piece here. It just goes right inside this in order to hold that door open. Then we'll leave this inside door closed for now. And somebody will come by a little bit later and they'll inflate the air mattresses that are in here. So the things that get missed that you want to pay attention to are these corner clips. We want to make sure that these clips underneath here are attached right there to the fly. This keeps the fly in place in case there is a storm or wind. Otherwise they will rip. The same thing over here. And then you want to make sure that tent stakes are snug in the ground and that they're angled away. If a tent stake is not angled away, it's angled like this, then I can pull on it and it comes up real easy. But if I angle it away, it's a lot tougher to do that. Provides more strength. Yep, I mentioned it again. We want to make sure that we leave them out a few inches. You don't want to have it all the way in the ground. And then when you are going around the tents, walking around them, you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of distance. Otherwise, you will hit one of these and stub your toe or possibly trip over it. And that's how you put up one of our large dome tents, 6-person.